Hello, my friends. This is Rhonda again. I'm back after a little bit of hiatus. Haven't been doing too much in the way of tutorials. I did enter a contest recently that you might have seen, and I believe the winners have probably already been picked, so I'm pretty sure I didn't win that. But I'm still going to try and make my own jewelry. This piece I put together after finding it at a thrift store and just, put some stones that I liked that were already beaded on different pieces of jewelry and kind of fixed it up. So it's not really my creation, but it is a fix-up, and I'm going to start doing that. First, just fixing up old jewelry and getting it what I would wear. And then eventually I will get the rock jewelry business, Rocktopia, off on its feet. But it's going to take a while. Today I'm just going to do a get ready with me video, and I'm going to use mainly one makeup brand, which is my favorite, as you know, the Balm. And I may add a few more things that I've gotten recently just because I want to try them. I recently bought some Too Faced makeup from HSN, which I haven't had a chance to wear a whole lot. So let's just get started and we'll talk as we go. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I have washed my face and toned it with toner and put a moisturizer on it. So now I'm just going to use my e.l.f. spray primer mist, and I don't spray it directly on my face. I did in the beginning, but now I just spray it on my hand because it's kind of erratic. Put it together and then just kind of spread it around. Maybe a little more under the eyes. And around the nose. And the mouth. There we go. I also have put a lid on it from the Balm, but I won't put that on yet because it'll dry out before I'm ready for it. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I don't have a cover-up from the Balm, so my favorite cover-up is either going to be Glamouflage, which I use a lot because it covers better on these dark circles. But my favorite all-time is, of course, so let's see, I'll just use this under the eyes like this, make my triangle. I'm going to use the camera for most part, but I've also got a big mirror here that I'll use for close-ups, and I'll keep an eye on things from there. Like right now, I need to do the veins that come out. Bring that down because there's a red spot. Put that there on the dark spots I was talking about, which don't bother me as much anymore as when I first saw them come on my face. And I'm just going to spread it with my little sponge thing. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers talk about what they're using, what brush they're using. I never use the same brush. Well, I do, but I don't take notice of what brush I use when I go to grab one. I know that sounds a little flighty, but, when I'm putting on makeup, it's usually in a hurry before I got to go get Xander, which is what I'm looking at the clock now. I have to keep an eye on that because I got to go get him he's going to preschool now, and he loves it. He's learning to talk so much plainer and learning so much, making friends, which is what we wanted him to do, is, to make friends. I don't know. Let's just go with that because that's pretty good coverage. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is my all-time favorite Photo Balm. Now, this time I got this makeup that I'm using today off the 50 off sale like I do every year. I rave about that to my friends. And so this is a lighter color than the one that I ran out of. And I'm going to use this time I will tell you what brush I'm using because this is the only thing I use with this. And this is the Techniques brush. And I'm not sure what number it is, but it's the dense one that's packed. And it's the only brush you can really use for this kind of makeup. And a lot of people don't like this foundation because of the powder and everything, but I just love it. It's easy to go on. It covers pretty good, especially if you use a lot of, not a lot, but you know, your concealer properly. Okay, so I just go under there, and it'll even cover up those little bumps back there. And all the red spots, it usually covers up pretty good. Pardon my awful teeth. You know, I get so embarrassed about my teeth. You know, but you know how people say wrinkles, be proud of your wrinkles because they tell the story of your life? Well, I think that's true too in some degree about your mouth and your teeth. I just had bad luck with my teeth. I think everyone in my family has, but me especially, I've just had really bad luck with my teeth, and it probably started because my teeth were sensitive in the beginning, you know, all throughout my life probably, and I didn't really realize it, because when I do brush, it hurts my teeth so much, my mouth, it burns so bad, and so I don't brush as much as I should have throughout my years, so that's pretty telling, but you know what, someday I'm going to get them fixed. I just know that I am. It's going to be a miracle, and I'm going to get them fixed and smile real bright and not worry about when I talk. And now, like I said, this is a really lighter shade than the one I used before, so in this light it makes me look absolutely ghostly. But I like the lighter look. I don't like to look sunburned. So what I'll do is I'm going to use the Cabana Boy kind of as my highlighter. I'm going to put it here on my indent and up a little instead of like actual highlighter. Except, you know what? I do have that Balm packaging. That, what is that? Where's that palette? Oh, here, my Bon Voyage palette, which I could use. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of, and I have, here's my e.l.f. stipple brush, so I'll just use that on the brown, darker color, alright, I don't know what the name of it is. I can't see without my glasses, but I'm going to just go up, and let's see if I can take it on my forehead a little. Right there on my temple, back down here. I don't want to get too much. And then we'll just try to lightly dust it on the face. I know. There we go, that's better. I can see it better already. And then I'll just put a little over here too, along the temples and down. And then right here, and then you know what, I'll dust it all off so it's not so strong right here. There we go. So what I'm going to use on as a blusher instead of my Balm, which, you know, I do have the Cabana Boy and a lot of in the palette, is my Too Faced that I got from HSN. And see the coloring? That's so shimmery and shiny. That is what I want to use, and I'll take a bigger brush for that, because I'm just going to lightly go around the apple and up. There we go. That's pretty. And I'll put a little bit on that bridge, because I like to have a bridge. It makes it look like it's, you know, suntanned. And I have a smaller brush here somewhere. I'll just use my the brush that I would use for eyeshadow. I may even use this as eyeshadow. That'd be pretty. So what I'm going to do is just put it right there on the temple, or not the temple, the tip of my Cupid's bow, and right under here where my little dimple is. Okay, so let's do the eyebrows. I also am struggling to find a good eyebrow, you know, pencil that I like a lot, because I have the problem with, I'm a natural brunette, so my eyebrows are already too dark. And if I use the standard brush that would be right for my eyebrows. Say like this brown one here, and I think this is an e.l.f. I'm not sure. It's too dark. But if I use the other one that I got for like, you know, lighter colors, you know what? I can't find it in all that mess. So I'm just going to use this. I'll just brush them up a little. You can't see me. Okay, I'm going to move my mirror. There we go. Can you see me now? And point is not pointy. So, I don't know what that was. That noise. Excusez-moi. Oh, that reminds me. I finally saw The Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson, the live one. And I gotta say, I wasn't disappointed because it followed along with the movie. That was one of Laura's, my daughter's, favorite movie growing up. So we watched it together. She came over and we watched it together and sang along with them, you know. And I just don't know. That movie just has so much. Even though it's a sad story, I mean, you know, you have to stay with this beast, basically, as a sad story. But you know, it's so happy in the music, and it just makes you happy, you know. And it has a good ending. Lovely ending. I tell you what, that beast was kind of cute. They did an excellent job on the CG. Okay, so I'm not going to do a whole lot with that. Okay, now go ahead and pull out my eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. And I also got this at the 50 off sale, flash sale at the Balm. And I've been wanting this palette for the longest time. It's just a beautiful palette. I think everyone will love it because it's all matte. You know, you can't go wrong with matte. So we're going to use Matte Malloy on the all over eye. And it has this beautiful mirror too. So I think I can just use that instead of pulling out my magnifying one. You can see pretty good. I'm just going to put the Matte Malloy along the eyebrow line. And I like to, oh, I forgot to put the basic thing on. Ooh, let's that. All right, this is called Put a Lid on It. We're going to go ahead and put it on, even though we just put a smidgen of color. Just going to squeeze out a little bit on my fingertip. And I'll start over here. Just going to tap it in all over the lid, obviously. And then bring it up around the bone. There we go. And I'll do the same with this, except maybe not as much. Put it on the lid, tap it, tap, 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 all over, and then up. We'll see how that works. Okay, so back to Matte Malloy and Meet Matte Nude. I am a sucker for packaging myself, as many women are, and every single thing that matte puts out, or that the Balm puts out, whether it be matte or whatever, is just absolutely gorgeous. It takes us back, especially us 50-something women, to our youth, you know, as far as the comics and everything goes. And it's just whimsical. It's just fun. I think every makeup that tries to be fun is for me. That's why I like Too Faced so much. I mean, and I like the companies that are behind these two particular brands, but there's a lot of fun makeup out there. Hard Candy's fun. I mean, their packaging is fun too. Okay, so I want to wear Matt Johnson today, and I want to wear it as the main focus because it's just so pretty. I think the prettiest eyeshadows look, especially for me, are red, white, and blue, or the darker on the closer to your eye, and then the highlighter or the bone in between should be a pinky or a red, or you know, that color, bronze maybe, and then the highlighter, which of course would be, you know, a lighter color. I think it works better that way. So I'm going to start on my crease, I believe. And the best brush that I found for the crease, because of the way I apply it, is an e.l.f. angled brush. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I was looking at the time when I went, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time. So my choices for that middle crease are either this one, or this one. Now the lighter one I've used a couple of days ago and really didn't do anything for me. So what I'm going to do is put this darker one on but buff it out really light. We're going to try anyway. So I'm going to start where I like to start is at the end and draw it in because I want it to be darker on the end than it is on the light. So I'm just going to find my bone right under the lid. I have hooded eyes, so it's really hard for me to do a shade. What do you call it? This particular crease. It's hard for me to do a crease. I'm sorry, my mind went blank as it often does. Okay, now that looks patchy, but I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to go ahead and get the other one so I'll know how much to do. I'm just going to start at the end where the eyeball socket is and not really go all the way down to the end because, you know, I'm going to blend it all out, so it's probably not going to affect that end piece so much yet. Okay, so then I take my e.l.f. blending brush that I just bought. Where is it? Where's my e.l.f. blending brush? Oh my goodness, oh my gracious, where's my blending brush? I don't see it, people. I don't see my brush. That's going to really put a damper on this look because you know what? Blending is so important. Alright, I don't see it, so I'm going to use the one I just used for that. I know it's not going to do as good, but don't have time. It's 11 o'clock. I got to leave in 30 minutes. Do you know that I heard somewhere that at 11:11 or 11:11, right? 11 minutes after 11 today, there is going to be a radiant light that is going to fill the earth. And I'm not sure, I think it goes from 11 to 11 in the morning to 11:11 at night. I think that's what they said. Anyway, it's supposed to be a very powerful, strong influx of light and peace and goodness, that sort of thing, on the earth. And they were telling people, you know, go outside barefoot, because if you go barefoot, your feet will absorb the earth's positive forces that are in the air at that time. Anyway, it's almost 11:11, so if anybody notices how peaceful and light the light is, let me know. I'm not going to go out and do it just because I've got so much to do today. I don't have time to go and hug the trees. Not that I don't believe that that's possible. I mean, the power of prayer in the universe, if we all prayed together at one time, would be tremendous. And I would love to get into some kind of prayer work for the world because, let's face it, the world needs all the prayers it can get right now. Okay, so that is my transitional crease color, and I'll blend it out even better after I get the blue in. And I'm going to take this big e.l.f., I'm not sure what number it is, but it packs it on good. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pack it on as well as I can. And I'm going to go on the corner, right where the lid is, not above, just right there like that. And then again, I'm going to do it over here, right in the crease and down. Make like a little V. See how I did that? Two sides. And I'm not going to really join them because this brush that I used for the crease, again, I'm going to take and pull it out. Just like this. Ooh. That was a lot. You got to be careful that you don't get too much. And then I'm going to drag it across the lid. Pull down, drag. Pull down, drag. Now, of course, I'll take this brush again and really blend it in. I have to go to Walmart today and get puppy diapers for Daisy, my puppy, because she is in heat and we're having that problem, the newness of it. We've never had a female puppy that had that problem in the house. So she sleeps on my bed at night, and of course problems ensue. I had a towel down on the foot of the bed, but you know, she moves. It just doesn't do the trick. She always gets it on the sheets or something. So I gotta wash sheets today and get puppy diapers. So I got a lot to do today. That one didn't come out quite as well because put it on too thick. But let's just pull it out. Oh yeah, I'll have to come back. Oh. Can you say Shiza? Shiza. Okay, that looks pretty good. It'll look better when I get a little bit of color on it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, usually I like a little bit of glitter. So let's put that aside and pick up our Balm Voyage again. And I'm going to take another e.l.f. brush. I use mostly e.l.f. brushes. Now this one needs to be cleaned, but it is also the color I'm going to use. So I'm going to go in with that gold right there. Do it just like I did the other one. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. Like that. Just going to put it up like that and down. Oh, that's pretty. Do the other one. La 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 la. I've never done a 21-minute video, I don't think, on getting ready with me. And by the way, 21 minutes to get ready. Well, I'm not done yet. But that's not bad. Okay, that one don't have quite enough gold in it, so we're just going to keep packing it on until I get it the way I want it. Okay, then I'm going to have to go back in again, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this lighter pink here to go back over that blue, right, especially around the end, and a little till I get to the top of the corner of the eye. I'll put a lot in, just mainly like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same over here, so I get there. Okay, and then take the blending brush. I hope I don't need those brushes again. Okay, so then, since I got this palette open, I'll just use this one. I must admit, as much as I wanted that other palette, I still like the Balm Voyage better. I still haven't found that Holy Grail palette that I'm in love with. I spent a lot of money on Too Faced. Not Too Faced. Yeah, Too Faced Natural Palette. Let's see. Let's go in here and use that. Let me find my skinny brush. We'll use everything today. Hey. Okay, so that would have been better for the center, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll go back and add that. I'm going to take this really dark, oh, can you see? This really dark purple. It's called Undercover. And that's where I'm going to put it. Under my eyes. Right from the, get the right from here on down. I hope everyone's having a good day today. I know there are troubles in the world. But let's just take a moment out of your day. And I don't know what your religious beliefs are, any of my friends. I mean, I do know some of my friends' religious beliefs. But what I would like to suggest is that you just take a moment out of your day and think about how fortunate and happy you really are. I mean, don't go into detail. Just think about things that come to mind. Look around you. Look around you and see, maybe you have a nice flower garden blooming, or maybe, I don't know, your life has to have some good meaning. I mean, everyone has a little ray of sunshine in their life, even if it's their pet. I mean, think about that. You have a pet right now who loves you to death and would do anything for you, really, if he could. You know, he's there for you. You should be so grateful, and you should say a prayer of thanks to the universe, or, you know, to whoever, that this puppy, or this old dog, because I have both. I have an old dog and a puppy. And I'm telling you, it's a blessing. So recognize your blessings and say thank you. And think about the people who lost their pets in the hurricanes, who lost their belongings, who lost their makeup. Think about that. And say a prayer for them, that their lives get better, that all our lives get better. The universe is a vast place, and it's full of possibilities. If we all just pitched together and acknowledged it, you know, put good vibrations out there is what I'm saying. And you do that, and you pray that things get better for everybody. I just pray things get better for everybody, for my friends, for people I don't know, for strangers. And I just pray so hard that the evil in the world, I mean, there's true evil out there. That guy who killed all those people in Las Vegas was truly evil. And I just pray that, I just wish they could find a house and a home somewhere else. You know what I mean? Do you ever wish that? Do you ever wish that just all the evil in the world would move to one country? Oh, they do. Hey, North Korea, you're evil. And that is something you really need to pray for. And I pray so hard. What can you pray? Somebody tell me what you can pray about that. Can you pray that he suddenly sees the light? Or that God punishes him? I don't know. I just wish he wasn't in existence. I wish he just never was. Okay, this is obviously, this is L'Oreal, isn't it? That one with the little stripe. It's so old. This is not even, there's not even any left in the, but I just want a little bit of primer on it, and this has a little bit left, so I'm just using this primer. I should go ahead, yeah, it is L'Oreal, because I was going to buy some L'Oreal Infallible primer, but didn't have the money at the time when I bought the best mascara. Okay, I could use the Balm Man-Eater, which is I love it. I don't know where it's at. Oh, but you know what? I'm just going to use my Better Than Sex because it's handy. And quite frankly, it's better. So, we're going to put, it usually only takes one coat, but you know what? We want this a darker, more mysterious look. I still got time. I'm just going to have to throw on clothes and go, but okay, so this was nice. This was nice having a talk with y'all, and it's almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to hurry up. I don't really think I should have a 30-minute video. Nobody's going to watch a 30-minute video, but you know what? If you did make it through and watch it, I wish you'd give me a thumbs up, you know, and at least subscribe. I'm going to start having, you know, good videos where we chit-chat and we get ready, and maybe even share positive feelings and thoughts. We could do that, right? Right here on YouTube. We could share positive thoughts together. And I would really like that. I would really like to lead a positive moment in your day. And I know how to do it. I know how we can do it. You see, the secret to positive thinking is, first of all, you've got to get your chakras all in line. You've got to activate the energy that is within your body to a field of positiveness. You've got to raise your frequency up. And I've done a lot of studying on this, and I've done a lot of research, and I've done a lot of practice, actually, since I was a teenager, or even younger, on how to raise your frequency and stay positive. Now, I'm either going to use the Balm. I may use both of these. The Balm, Pay My Bills be paid, actually, and read my lips, okay? So I'm going to kind of go with this rosy color liner. It'll kind of start us off good. See that? And I'm just going to use this thing. So practice visualizing your chakra centers in alignment. Start with the base. The red, the ruby. And work your way up to the heart, you know, and the top of the head. And if you learn about these, and maybe I'll do a video on that, so I'll show you how to do that. But you'll be surprised. A little too red, light. Okay, so that's my look today. It's pretty much my look every day. And so, let me just finish this up because it's way too long. So, come back, see me anytime. I'm going to have great videos for you. I'm going to teach you so much about how to raise your frequency and how to be a positive force in the world. And we're going to talk and have a great time. This is The Perils of Marlene. And I named my channel this because, you know, we all have peril in our life. How we come back from the peril is basically all we're here for. We're here to learn, to get better, and to create harmony in the world. That's what I believe. And that's what I'm here to do. So think of me when you're stressed. Come back, and we're going to get through this thing together. We're going to survive, and we're going to get better. We're going to lose weight if we have to. We're going to get strong mentally and physically, and we're going to create a world that we're happy to be in. We're going to fill our world with joy. We're going to fill our world with joy, starting here with me and you. And I wish you joy. I wish you peace and harmony, and most of all, I wish you a good day, because every day is in its own. It's 11:15. The light of the world should be shining on you. Do you see the light, people? The light is shining on you. Open your heart, open your mind, open your soul, and let the light in. Thank you, and come back soon. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.